Meeting will now come to order.
This is a regular meeting of the Township Committee. Public notice of this meeting has been given as required by the Open Public Meetings Law. A resolution was adopted on January 1st, 2025, designating this date, this hall, and 7:30 p.m. as the time for this regular meeting of the Township Committee of the Township of Union in the County of Union. A notice of each and every meeting of the Township Committee was posted in accordance with the aforesaid Open Public Meetings Law in one public place reserved for the posting of ordinances and official notices of the Township of Union, namely the bulletin board next to the clerk's office. In addition thereto, a copy of said resolution was forwarded to the local source and Star Ledger. A copy of said resolution is on file with the clerk of the Township.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. This evening, the prayer will be led by Committeewoman Sandra Terrell, and the flag salute will be given by Manny Figueredo. Please stand.
As we gather as members of this Township Committee, we pray that we are ever mindful of opportunities to render our service to fellow citizens and to our community, keeping in mind always the enduring values of life, exerting our efforts in those areas and on those things upon which future generations can build with confidence. Let us continue to strive to make a better community. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, have a roll call.
Mr. Figueredo?
Here.
Ms. Terrell?
Here.
Ms. Frazier?
Here.
Mr. Florio?
Here.
Mayor Bowser?
Here. At this time, can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Madam Clerk, can we move on with the ordinances and resolutions?
I have for your consideration on draft and first reading an ordinance creating a handicap space in front of 1632 Kenneth Avenue.
Move the draft be taken up at first reading by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance amending the designation of restricted parking spaces for use by persons with special vehicle identification cards in the Township of Union, Union County, New Jersey. This ordinance creates a handicap space in front of 1632 Kenneth Avenue. Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move the draft be taken up at our next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Amending fees for local registration for non-life hazard uses.
Move the draft be taken up on first reading by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 307-19 entitled Additional Required Registration and Permit Fees by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This amends local registration fees for non-life hazard uses. Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move the draft be taken up at the next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Amending fees for street parking and parking lots.
Move draft be taken up on first reading by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 266-65 entitled Schedule 24 in Parking Meter Zones by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This amends street parking rates. Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move draft be taken up at the next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Amending fees for municipal court violations.
Move the ordinance be taken up by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 266 entitled Vehicles and Traffic by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This amends the Violations Bureau Schedule payable amount. Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move ordinance be taken up for second and final reading at the next regularly scheduled meeting.
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Amending Chapter 447 of the Code to impose obligations on rental property landlords for improper conduct of a tenant.
Move the draft be taken up for first reading by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 447 entitled Rental Property by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This imposes obligations on a landlord of rental property for the improper conduct of its tenants. Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Move the draft be taken up for second and final reading at our next regularly scheduled meeting.
Second.
Can you redo that for the May 13th meeting, please?
Okay, I'm sorry. We will take this up at the May 13th meeting, not our regular scheduled meeting, okay? Move that
Second.
amendment.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Following resolutions, authorizing professional service agreement with Michael J. Ash Esquire of Carlin Ward, Ash and Hart to represent Township and Redevelopment Reverse Tax Appeals for an amount not to exceed $10,000.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an agreement between the County of Union and the Township Municipal Drug Alliance for alcohol and drug prevention in the amount of $12,641.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of 3 new F-750 regular cab-based vehicles for the Department of Public Works from Route 23 Auto Mall LLC, State Contract 17 Fleet 00241, for a total amount not to exceed $387,810.
Motion to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the purchase of firefighter training sessions from Safety and Survival Training for structural collapse technician rope rescue operations in the amount of $12,450, state contract number T3100.
Move to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an award of contract for the sanitary sewer cleaning and TV inspection for the 2025 road program to Oswald Enterprises, Inc., for a fee not to exceed $39,060.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a shared service agreement with the Board of Education for the collection, haulage, and solid waste disposal.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Amending the 2025 temporary budget.
Motion to approve.
Roll call?
May I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Figueredo?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Bowser?
Yes.
Authorizing the purchase of additional furniture for the new main library from various state contract and cooperative pricing vendors for a total amount not to exceed $4,944.34.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending a shared service agreement with the Board of Education to provide a school resource officer for the 2024 through 2028 school years.
Move to approve the agreement.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a shared service agreement with the Township of Dover to provide a health officer for the term of 1 year.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ask you to approve the finances as listed on the agenda.
Motion to approve the finances.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Following communications from Terry Milanda, tax collector, requesting the Township Committee authorize checks issued to the following, representing the redemption of tax sale certificates as listed on the agenda.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
From Township Clerk, requesting a refund to Mediki Sene in the amount of $50 for a limousine license.
Move to approve the refund.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
From Manny Rabimbis, Photography by Rabimbis, requesting to close off Azalea Road on Sunday, May 4th, 2025, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., to hold the 5th Annual Spring Into Arts event.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
From Jim Amer, Home and Decor Furniture, requesting to erect a 30 by 30-foot tent in the parking lot located at 2550 US 22 from April 10th through May 10th for the sale of merchandise.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
From Michelle Brooks, resident, requesting to use Bear Temple Park on June 28th, 2025, for the hours of 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. for a fundraising kickball game in support of the Captain Wayne Brooks Jr. Foundation with a rain date of July 12th, 2025. Also requesting a bounce house DJ and to erect 6 tents.
Move to approve the request.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
From Miguel Marino, Deaf Shark, requesting to hang a 3 by 12-foot banner on the building of the new coffee house at the train station, advertising coming soon.
Move to approve this request for 60 days.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
From Ryan Tevnin, resident, requesting to hold a block party on Greenwood Road, Saturday, May 17th, 2025, from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have department reports from the Clerk's Office, Community Development, and the Senior Center.
Move they be received and filed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That concludes my part of the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. At this time, I'd like to move on to our committee reports. I'd like to start with Police Commissioner Sandra Terrell.
Thank you. So another busy week. I will be reporting out for the period of March 22nd through April 4th. For direct patrols, there were 1,567. We had 2,734 calls for service, and there were 72 arrests. In our enforcement areas, for truck enforcement, there were 26 stops. There were 24 tickets issued, and 3 were for local delivery/residents. In the red light enforcement area, we had 58 stops. We had 57 tickets, and 6 of those were for residents. And in our speed initiative, there were 80 stops. We had 54 tickets, and 8 of those were for residents. I just have a few highlights and a few announcements that I'd like to share. So on April 7th at approximately 2:30 a.m., a concerned resident reported 2 suspicious males wearing masks in an area of Burnett Avenue and Jackson Avenue. Officers responded immediately, located both individuals, and detained them without incident. Neither individual could provide a legitimate reason for being in the area. During the investigation, one of the males was found to be concealing a brick. Further checks revealed that both individuals had numerous outstanding warrants related to burglary and shoplifting across the tri-state area. Both suspects were arrested for active warrants and possession of burglary tools, and were transported to police headquarters without incident. A canvass of the area was also conducted, yielding no evidence of additional criminal activity. Which leads me to what I say every 2 weeks when we meet, our Neighborhood Watch program. We are continuing to be proactive with this program. We are continuing to seek residents to participate. If you are interested in making a difference in our community, please contact our Community Policing Bureau at 908-851-5252 for more information or just to get involved. This leads me to another area of that may be of interest to some of you. If you are interested in a career in law enforcement, please, please, please contact the Township of Union. You must be a union resident, and you are required to take a civil service entry exam. For more information, again, if you are interested in becoming a police officer or in law enforcement, for more information, please contact the Union Police Department Professional Standards Bureau at 908-851-5059. So 2 different ways to get involved. Thank you, and this concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner. Next, we have our Commissioner of Public Works, Manuel Figueredo.
Thank you, Mayor. From our road division, we had 413 streets that were swept, filled 84 potholes, cut and patched 6 intersections, and throughout that process, we utilized 40.5 tons of asphalt material. From our shade tree division, we removed 13 hazardous trees, cleaned up 2 locations with downed trees and downed branches, removed 15 stumps, and trimmed 2 trees. From our grounds division, removed leaves from 3 township locations, cleaned 57 township parks and properties of various litter and various debris, cleaned 4 township lots, removed plants from the Morris Avenue Center Island, and soil and seeded 2 township properties. The County of Union will be hosting a paper shredding event on April 9th at the Black Brook Park, located at 349 North 19th Street in Kenilworth, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For more information, you can visit www.ucnj.org/recycle or by calling 908-654-9890. And as always, all concerns and all inquiries regarding Division of Public Works can be addressed by calling 908-686-1922, but we encourage you to utilize the Report a Concern feature that's on the Township website. And that concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner. Next, we have Patricia Guerra Frazier, our Fire Commissioner.
Good evening, everyone. Union Fire Department responded to 176 emergency calls for service this 2-week period, with 73 of the calls being for medical services. Firefighters have completed their recertifications for emergency medical technician. Some significant events that happened during these past 2 weeks. On March 27th, fire apparatus responded to Maxwell Street for a grill on fire near the house. Fire extended to the entire rear lawn and the neighbors. No damage to the interior of the residence. On March 28th, fire apparatus responded to Morris and North Avenue for a 2-car accident with serious injuries. Patients were transported to University Hospital. Several responses for vehicle fires and motor vehicle accidents on Garden State Parkway and Route 78. On April 3rd, fire apparatus responded to Julian Terrace for a reported structure fire. Fire units engaged in an aggressive interior attack, and the fire was quickly extinguished. The resident of the structure was found deceased in the room of the fire origin. Union County cause and origin are investigating the fire, and the Union County Mutual Aid provided coverage for the township while UFD operated at the incident. The Township Committee would like to extend our sympathy and condolences to the family that was affected by this tragedy. And we honor the bravery and dedication of the firefighters who did everything in their power to try to save a life. In the face of danger, they stood strong, giving their all with courage and compassion, and we thank you for your hard efforts. Spring fire safety tips. Clear your home of clutter in case of emergencies. Ensure all entrances and exits to your home are not blocked by storage or furniture. Safe use of storage of gasoline and other flammable combustible liquids. Grills and barbecues. Regularly inspect grills for grease and buildup and debris. Test your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Have a family fire escape plan and practice it often, especially if you have little ones. Check your fire extinguishers. Check your windows to ensure they open properly. Ensure you have emergency preparedness kit in your house in case of incidents such as power outages and flooding. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner. Next, we have Deputy Mayor Joseph Florio for the Recreation Department and Senior Center.
Thank you very much, Mayor. This coming Saturday is a very popular Easter egg hunt, and it's held at our new Rapkin Turf Field. There will be separate hunt areas for different age groups. We also have one for sensory-friendly people and for small infant toddlers. There will be a photo booth and giveaways and prizes. Bring your Easter basket so you can pack those eggs away. Now, in case of rain, the hunt will be made at the large gym at Union High School, so it's going on one way or the other, either at the field or at Union High School. From our senior department, the Senior Center mission is to provide a comprehensive array of programs and activities to promote healthy aging and sense of well-being for our older adults, 60-plus community. From Health and Wellness on Tuesday, April 22nd, 9:30 to 11:30, nurses will be providing health maintenance check and prevention service. Please take advantage of this if you need it. Congresswoman LaMonica McIver is hosting mobile office hours where you can learn about the congressional office access, resources, address casework needs, and more. And this will be on April 9th between 11 and 2 o'clock. Senior Nutritional Workshop with SNAP. This is on Thursday, April 17th from 11 to 12. Just say yes to fruits and vegetables in an engaging program designed to help you eat healthier, feel better, and reduce the risk of chronic disease. Although the power of fruits and vegetables. through fun and interactive nutrition workshops, delicious food demonstrations, and helpful tips. Join us and discover simple, affordable ways to enjoy a nutritious meals every day. Say yes to healthier meals. Very good idea. AARP Smart Driving Class. Earn a multi-year discount on your auto insurance. When you complete the course teaches you proven driving techniques to help keep you and your loved ones safe on the road. It's a $20 AARP member and $25 for non-members. And this is on April 17th between 9:30 and 3:30. Christopher Kudak, who's our county surrogate, will be giving a presentation on the services offered by the surrogate's office. He will cover important topics such as the probate of wills, qualification process for will executors, That's good. The appointment of administrators for estates and wills. This information session will provide valuable insights into these essential legal processes. April 11th from 11 to 2. It's a very good thing, as you get older, it's a very good idea to make yourself familiar with the surrogate's office does. They're very good here in Union, I can tell you that from past experience. Upcoming trips and events. Wind Creek Casino again on April 10th, $40 per ticket and departures from Jeanette Avenue. The Riverview Inn Senior Fever, May 20th, $90 per ticket, includes charter, transportation and show, buffet-style lunch, dessert, beer and wine, coffee, hot tea, and tax and gratuity. The departures at Jeanette Avenue. That's my report tonight, Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner. Before we dive into our upcoming township events, I'd like to congratulate Dr. Lisa Cardos, Union High School chemistry teacher, who recently spoke at the Fearless Girls Empowerment Conference. Congratulations and thank you for encouraging the young women to embrace fearlessness and resilience. Additionally, we are thrilled to announce that Jefferson Elementary School has been recognized as the 2025 New Jersey Positive Behavior Support in School. That's the NJPBSIS Showcase School. This honor was presented to Mrs. Roof and Mrs. DeCourty on March the 27th at the 16th NJPBSIS Leadership Forum. Congratulations to this incredible staff, students, and community who have made this achievement possible. Networking for a Cause is coming up. Tickets are still up for grabs for the third annual Networking for a Cause event this Thursday, April the 10th at 5:30 to 9 p.m. at Legar Restaurant. For only $30, be a part of the night filled with networking and community spirit as we rally behind 9-year-old Layla in the battle against leukemia and lymphoma. Get your tickets, and make donations to uniontownship.com. Sid Easter. The Special Improvement District invites you to an exciting Easter scavenger hunt at Russo Park on Saturday, April the 19th. Kids can hunt for the eggs, unlock the Easter Bunny's message, and enjoy free activities like balloon art, face painting, photos with the Easter Bunny. Visit at TWP Union NJ on social media for more information. Small Business Workshop, April 24th. Join us for the NJEDA Small Business Workshop on April 24th at the Methodism Learning Center. Learn about valuable programs and financial resources at NJEDA. Enjoy a complimentary breakfast, connect with experts, and take your business to the next level. RSVP at uniontownship.com. A rabies clinic, mark your calendars for a free rabies clinic on Saturday, April the 26th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. located across from the Boys and Girls Club at 1050 Jeanette Avenue. Don't miss the chance to keep your dogs and cats up to date with their rabies vaccinations. For more information, contact the Health Department at 908-851-8507. Pet licenses. If you have not licensed your pet for the year, please remember you can do so easily by contacting our county clerk, really our clerk's office rather. Applications can either be picked up in person or via the uniontownship.com website. Please don't forget to bring proof of vaccination is required. If you have any questions, please contact the clerk's office at 851-8501. Everbridge notifications, please sign up for emergency and general notifications online at www.uniontownship.com. These updates are also posted on Facebook at TWP Union, New Jersey. At this time, I'd like to open it up for public comment. Seeing none, at this time, can I have a motion? Please come up. Just remember, there's a 5-minute rule, and state your name and where you live.
Debbie Austin, 1208 Plain Street, Union. I have an ongoing issue with the building across the street from me, which is a school. And their holidays are 3-4 times a year, which I understand everybody has a right to celebrate. However, I don't appreciate 4 times already since January, the front of their building faces my home. These kids that go there, they stay in school during the day. I don't know what the hours are, but I know it's till like 10:30 some nights. The recent holiday we just had, these kids were outside from Wednesday night, 9, 10, 11, 12. Finally, at 2 o'clock in the morning, my neighbor goes over there to tell them to go inside. We go to work, 5 a.m. we're up. This is not being neighborly. They're not in an industrial area. On Friday, 8 a.m., they opened up all the doors, they celebrated all day, drinking outside, drinking inside, music from 8 a.m. I left my home at 6 p.m. The music was still on. These kids were falling all over the place. My next door neighbor called the police twice, 12:30 and 1:37. No cars came because they said they have other things to do. I called the administrator of the school. I said, you're being very disrespectful. You're affecting my quality of life. You have no right to behave that way. The temple was there I'm in the house 39 years. The temple was always there. We never had an issue. Every year, it's getting worse and worse now. I spoke to the administrator. I said, you're being disrespectful. He said, if the kids aren't spitting in your face, that's not disrespect. Well, what do you call this partying? Who do I contact that can guide me on how to handle this properly?
Can I just ask a question? What was your address again?
1208 Plain Street.
Plain Street.
The temple is on the corner. It's a school now. It's on the corner of my street and Vauxhall Road. The building is big enough that they can stay inside. There's no reason on any given night of the week to be outside till 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, partying, having fun, and it's ricocheting off to my house. I don't want to be told that that's not disrespect. It is. So who can guide me here as to what am I going to do when that's what the administrator told me on March 14th?
With the noise complaints, I would say call the police.
I did.
Okay. And you said they didn't come?
No one came on the 14th of March. I have the calls in my phone. I'll show you. My neighbor actually called.
Yeah, we can rectify that. We can make sure that the police will respond to those complaints, because what we want to do is document those issues from a nuisance standpoint and go forward. So again, that would be my first recommendation, is to reach out to the police.
Okay.
Police director's right back here. You can go
Okay.
talk.
And
he's
even
right there.
on Monday afternoon, my mailman said to me, did you see what was happening on Friday? I said, yes. He said, those kids were so drunk outside, they were running after me, trying to tackle him to the ground.
And
This is not acceptable.
The point here is, each occurrence, call the police, because we want to document that, okay? We want to document each occurrence so we can build a case, if that's the
Okay.
case, okay?
Thank you.
You should also speak, our police director's in the back, so if you can stay after, we can talk and hopefully come up with some solutions for you.
Anyone else wishing to speak? Hearing none, meeting, have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.